morning. How's everybody doing? Let's see what's next.
Blends here.
Oh, it's a good song. Taylor Swift. I'll go with this. So good morning. It's Thursday morning. I haven't been on here for a little bit. I was a little sick actually. I don't know if you guys are dealing with allergies and stuff like that, but as I get older, allergies are getting worse. It's kind of weird. What a good song. This is a good song though. It's got a good beat. Tony Daskis is probably going to get on me about saying every song is a good song. That's all right. I don't mind. I think it is a good song. Hi Joanna, how you doing? So, first off, just wanted to, hey, Joanne Seidel down in Florida. How you doing down there? We're starting to get towards your weather, Joanne, just so you know. We're getting closer to the weather in Florida. So today's Thursday, like usual. I'm heading into Here's What's Happening. Hopefully you guys can watch that too. If you're not watching Here's What's Happening, you should definitely check it out. We have a really good time on that show. It's Tony Reese, it's Gami Nieves, and Robin Jones. Robin is the publisher of Berks County Living, and we have Tony Reese, who is the head of the owner and founder of the People Chronicles. She does all kinds of storytelling, and she does all kinds of podcasts and video casts and things like that. So she's awesome too. But I do that every Thursday morning at around 9:15 a.m. It's at the Doubletree in Reading. Another great hotel. They're so gracious to host that for us. So that's so nice that they are allowing us to do that. So I wanted to talk a little bit about real estate, what's going on, what I'm seeing. Hey Barb, how's Barb doing? Barb Lubis. Yeah, I think one of the things that I'm seeing, before I was kind of telling people that we were kind of, I thought the inventory was increasing. Hey Mike Niter, boy, I haven't heard that name for a while. Forrest. Yeah, so I thought the inventory was increasing and coming up, and I thought maybe we were starting to swing a little bit on the pendulum the other way, and I'm not so sure that that's happening. I've been noticing, I look at the pendings and the active listings every single day, pretty much every single day. I might miss a day here and there, and I'd start to look at the trend of what's going on and where things are going in the county as far as how many houses are on the market and how many are on the market currently, how many are active as of that day, and then how many went pending that day. And there for a while, right when spring was started, I was seeing a good shift, which was I was seeing more active listings than I was seeing pending. So for a very long time, I was seeing every day was more pending listings than there were active or new listings. Okay, that's what I should say. More pendings than there were new listings. Well, obviously that's not a good situation to be in, because if every day we're getting less new listings and we're having more pendings, that means the inventory is obviously shrinking. Well, for a long time I was seeing, or I should say like for about a month, I was starting to see that swing a little bit, and I thought, oh good, maybe we'll get in control of this inventory issue a little bit. Well, I hate to tell you, but since last 2 weeks, it has gone the other way again. So I'm starting to see more pendings, which is kind of a sign of the spring market, which is normal. But I was hoping that we were going to pick up our inventory a little bit. So we're still in the same situation. Hey, Jamie Bortz, how you doing? We're still in the same situation that we were for a while, whereas we have a lack of inventory, and it's not getting any better. So it's not a problem. Doesn't mean it's a bad market. Doesn't mean it's there's anything wrong. It just shows that there's still a high demand for homes and a low inventory, which means prices are still creeping up a little bit. So if you're looking to sell your house, this could be the best time to do that, because we never know when that peak's going to be. So it's like a stock. If you own any stocks, or you own any mutual funds or anything like that, you never want to try to think that you are the one person in the world that can predict the future or predict the top of the market. You can be the best realtor in the world and know tons about real estate. You're never going to know when that's going to start to go the other direction. So if you're looking to sell, it's still a great time to sell. If you're looking to buy, it's still a great time to buy if you can find the right property and you can move quick enough. That's the biggest thing. As a buyer, you got to be ready to move. And I'm not saying physically move, I mean move on the property. Like, have an agent that is able to show you the property the day that it goes on the market. And I gotta tell you, in this market, if your agent doesn't have some sort of backup. Hi, Sharon Allison. Hey, Sharon Allison. Wow, all the way up in Penn State. I think it's where you are. Yeah, so I would say if you have an agent that you like, that's great. And obviously that's I think everybody should use a realtor because that's what I do for a living. But definitely make sure that the realtor has a backup, because that one time where that realtor's out of town, and hey, I'm a realtor and I take off sometimes too, and there's times where we have to take a break. We can't work every single day, every single hour of our lives, although sometimes our clients think we should. But it's not, so what I would suggest is make sure your agent has some sort of a backup person that helps them, and that's kind of normal today. So you want to make sure your agent has somebody that, if they're not available, that they can get somebody to help them show houses. And that's what I do. I have a couple people that I use as backup in case I'm not there, because you do not want to wait. If it's a Thursday or a Friday and listing comes on the market and all of a sudden you're like, I want to see it, and your agent says, oh, well, I have off this weekend. If you really like that property, ask the agent if they have somebody else that can show it to them, okay? Doesn't mean you're mad at your agent. Doesn't mean that, the agent is a bad agent. It just means that they're just not there that weekend. But you don't want to lose the house because of that. So think of the alternatives and try to find somebody else to show it to, while still securing that agent as your agent. So that's pretty much all I have for today. Like I said, I'm on my way in. It's 9:03 right now. What do we got going on here? Oh, it's called Taste Tequila. Interesting. Hey, David Farr. David Farr is going to be this is one of my good favorite songs. I'm going to wait, though. So, David, that's good to see that you're on here listening, because you know what? You're going to be my neighbor soon. Actually, next week, you're going to be my neighbor. And welcome to Berks County, David. David is the new general manager. If I'm wrong, make sure you correct me, David. He's the new general manager of the Reading Royals. And super excited to see him come back to the area, and super excited to have him as my neighbor. He bought a listing down the street from me that I had. So it's very cool. Jeff Carr, Ezio Pavone. Ezio, congratulations. I think you just got engaged. But yeah, so I just wanted to let you know what's going on in the market. No big changes. It's just that the inventory is not getting any better. And, just keep an eye on it. If you're a seller, you're in good shape. If you're a buyer, it's going to be a little challenging, but doesn't mean you can't buy. It's out there. You just got to move quickly. This market is about moving quickly. Like, you got to move. No pun intended, or should I say pun intended. All right, everybody, have a great Thursday. Hopefully you'll tune in to Here's What's Happening coming up at around 10-15 minutes. And I got to tell you, this is one of my favorite songs. Believe it or not, I'm 48 years old, and I really, really like new music, and this is one of the ones that I really like. Shawn Mendes does a great job, writes some good music. So have a great weekend. Enjoy the weather coming up on the weekend. I know tomorrow's not going to be that great, but Saturday and Sunday's looking pretty good. All right, enjoy.